If you're looking for an awesome product at a great price, be sure to check out the link in the description. In a developing situation, Mexico is strongly advocating for the immediate return of its citizens currently detained at a controversial immigration facility in Florida, known as Alligator Alcatraz. President Claudia Sheinbaum announced on Wednesday that her administration has formally requested the repatriation of at least 30 Mexican nationals being held at the center. This urgent demand comes amid growing concerns over the conditions within the facility and the circumstances surrounding the detainees' detention. The Mexican government's call for repatriation stems from what President Sheinbaum described as a firm belief that these individuals should not be held at this particular center. She emphasized the nation's commitment to ensuring that all Mexicans detained there be returned home promptly, within the boundaries of U.S. law. Alligator Alcatraz, a sprawling 39-acre facility located approximately 40 miles from Miami, has been the subject of severe criticism. Non-profit organizations have voiced serious concerns about the conditions within the facility, painting a grim picture of overcrowded living spaces, persistent sewage issues that lead to unsanitary environments, and allegations of inadequate medical care. These organizations are actively advocating for the closure of the facility, citing the inhumane treatment experienced by detainees. Interestingly, the facility's opening earlier this month saw some local Florida officials openly highlighting the isolation and the challenging, even brutal environment of the facility, describing the surrounding swamp as home to alligators, crocodiles, and pythons, further underscoring the extreme nature of the location. This week, the Mexican consul in Miami, Rutilio Escandón, made an unprecedented visit to the Florida Detention Center, becoming the first overseas consul to do so. His visit offered a first-hand assessment of the situation. In interviews, Escandón revealed several troubling details. One of the consistent complaints from detainees was that they are only allowed to bathe every 3 days. Further, reports of inconsistent climate control, including temperatures that were either frigid or scorching, and the presence of numerous mosquitoes added to the detainees' discomfort. Escandón was able to interview 39 Mexican citizens, further bolstering his understanding of the situation. Adding to the complexities, Roberto Velasco Alvarez, head of the North American unit at the Mexican Foreign Ministry, announced that 2 young brothers, who had been held at the facility, one of whom had been visiting the U.S. on a tourist visa, were repatriated to Mexico without facing any charges. The establishment of the Alligator Alcatraz Detention Center coincides with a widespread enforcement initiative targeting migrants and asylum seekers initiated by the Trump administration. The U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, agents have been conducting raids across the country, leading to the detention of tens of thousands of individuals. Speaking to the distress experienced by Mexican citizens caught up in these events, President Sheinbaum expressed profound concern. She expressed that the treatment of the nation's citizens, especially those impacted by the raids, is deeply concerning. She reiterated Mexico's unwavering commitment to supporting its citizens during this challenging period. The situation continues to unfold as Mexico intensifies its efforts to secure the return of its citizens and address the concerning conditions at the Florida Detention Center. The world will be watching how this drama unfolds, and the future of many Mexican nationals hangs in the balance.